I'm Danielle at Feast Travel, and I'm excited to share with you what we have in store for 2025. But before I do, I want to share with you some of the highlights from 2024 because it was a really special year. We had the pleasure of crafting over 100 bespoke itineraries. That's a lot. While our clients visited Florence, Venice, and Rome and the Amalfi Coast, they also ventured into lesser-known destinations that really reveal the heart of Italy, and that's our specialty. That's what we do best. Our clients that did go to those most famous cities, they took tours with our networks of guides. Margarita. If you know, you know. And our guides are able to make these destinations that are full of mass tourism much more personal and meaningful. And then our clients who went off the beaten path, they discovered their family roots in Abruzzo. They got to cook in the mountains of Irpinia. They swam in the largest blue grotto in Europe. They made gold leaf paintings in Tuscany. They made papier-mâché crush figures in Puglia. And they ate a seafood lunch pulled directly out of the sea. I also did a lot of trip consultations, and this is perhaps my favorite piece of work because travel information is abundant, but it's overwhelming, and a lot of it is not good. And it takes a while to figure out who the influencers are. And so, if you just don't want to do all of that and you just want to cut straight to the good information, I can do that for you. And so we get together on Zoom for 1 hour. I just cut through the noise. We talk about your trip, and it's really rewarding for me because I like to see you be able to maximize your time and budget and see you feel really confident and excited for your trip. One of the biggest highlights of 2024 was Jenny Kroik's Artists Workshop in Cilento. This was the third installment of this workshop. And yeah, Jenny is a wonderful person. Jenny's the best. And the environment at Borgo La Pietraia is gorgeous. But there's something really special about bringing together people who are just focused on seeing and creating more beauty. Witnessing the creativity and the connection that flourished during this workshop was so fulfilling. It's this is why I do this. A big highlight of the work that I do is getting to scout new locations that I can then share with you. And this year, I spent a lot of time in Rome and in Naples. And then I also spent a lot of time in the southern Cilento and in Tuscany. And the most memorable experience of all was something called the Lamparata, which is a nighttime boat ride where you shadow an anchovy fishing boat. And then your boat pulls into a secret cove where there's music playing. People are preparing dinner. And then the fishermen arrive and they clean the anchovies right in front of you. And they throw them into hot oil, and you have a fish fry on the beach. The biggest project I launched in 2024 was the Tante Belle Cose podcast. This is an extension of my newsletter published on Substack. And through this platform, I've had the opportunity to share stories and use my NPR voice and really talk to you about Italy's hidden treasures. So there's one episode where I sit down with my good friend Rita J. King, and we talk about a mysterious mummy that was found in Naples that scientists, paleopathologists, how's that for a job, discovered was that of an intersex person. But it also turns out this person is one of the most famous people in history, Vittoria Colonna, who is famous for being the muse of Michelangelo. It's fascinating. I also sat down with a family, Michele Iorio in Italy and Michael Iorio here in New York City. And we discussed how love, curiosity, and 20 olive trees brought their family together after 100 lost years. I also sat down with my friends Francis and Kathy in Philadelphia when they were receiving a visit from the mayor of a small town in Abruzzo. Their restaurant, Le Vertu, in Philadelphia, is dedicated to the cuisine of the Abruzzo, and they host this 40-course feast that is really in homage to this very historic feast. But you should just listen to the episode because the conversation is really wonderful. I bring you right to the table. As part of the podcast, we also have a trip planning community on Substack. So if you subscribe, you gain access to the chat feature. So there you can just plunk in any question that you have. I get it and I answer it. It's me. There's no assistant. It's just me. And then once a month, we have an Ask Me Anything session on Zoom. So this community is really designed to foster connection, to give you valuable insights, and to help you plan your Italian adventures. So here is what you can expect in 2025. First of all, if you are interested in having Ariana and I plan your trip, I invite you to schedule a 15-minute consultation call now. It's a great opportunity for you to discuss your travel ideas, and if it seems like it's a good fit, we can get started working together. During that call, I'll tell you what's good, what's realistic. We'll discuss your budget. I'll be very transparent about our fees, and we can take it from there. If you would like to do a trip consultation, I do recommend booking that as early in the year as possible, really before my travel begins. Now, we do consultations on Zoom, so even when I'm in Italy, I'm able to do them. But with the time difference, especially for our West Coast clients, it's really easiest when I'm here at my home in New Jersey, just right outside of New York City, on Eastern Standard Time, because it's just much easier for us to find a time to do it. Now, if you find yourself in New York City this winter, I would love for you to join us at the James Beard Foundation's platform for a very special dinner dedicated to the Cilento. We'll have Chef Mario Stellato from Borgo La Pietraia as our guest chef. It's also a wonderful chance for those of you who have visited the Borgo to reconnect. Ariana's coming, Rafaela's coming, the kids will come, Angela will be there. So many of our past guests have already purchased their tickets, and it's going to be a really fun reunion in a very, very cool New York City food venue. And then looking ahead to the warmer weather, I am thrilled to announce another edition of Jenny Kroik's workshop. We're calling this one Jenny Kroik's Artist Colony, and it happens on May 25th. And this workshop is designed to give the participants more access to the coast and to the sea, and it's really perfect for anyone who's looking to immerse themselves in creativity and beauty. You do not need to have any art experience at all. Just be a nice person, and you should like food, because we also eat a lot of good food. Right now, I am also developing more itineraries focused on off-the-beaten-path destinations to really give you as much detail and information as possible for exploring those lesser-known places. So right now, Ariana and I are working on an itinerary for Calabria, and Francis and Kathy are helping me with an itinerary for Abruzzo. So really, whether you're dreaming of a culinary adventure, an artistic retreat, or a unique journey tailored for exactly what you would like to experience in Italy, I can help you turn those dreams into an unforgettable experience. Thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. Happy New Year.